Hi Capricorn, welcome to your life after the retrograde forecast. Now this is only for singles. I'll be doing 5 different spreads using 5 different decks, and I'll be doing the past, present issue, and future outcome. What do I need to learn? My greatest strength and weakness? How do I find love? And my priorities right now. All right. Okay, this is your present issue and your present obstacle, your past issue and past obstacle. Ooh. And this is your future outcome with your clarifications. Alright, now let's take a look first at your present obstacle, okay? Present issue. Family. Family is actually mostly important to you, or some of you. Some singles are actually very concerned about their own families, relatives and friends, and relatives and siblings or parents. They're taking care of them. And some of you wants to have your own family, especially if you already have your own children, and the only thing that's missing is a spouse. So you're also thinking more about this. Okay, this is your current issue. Now, what is your current obstacle? You're too busy. You're always not available. You're always working. You're very hardworking. It's like, well, I can't really blame you, because you're a very responsible person, and all the things that are important to you is that you provide a very good life to the people who relies on you, especially your children. And it seems like you don't know how to balance your life right now, because if you stop working, if you just, feel like, to yourself that you need to have some vacation, but if you will stop, that it's, well, there will be a lot of problems later on that could come, especially catching up with your deadlines or working with your colleagues. And, because I also feel like this is the season of, people who's going on a vacation, because this is the season of, not really slow, but I feel like this is more like the dead season mostly. But, if you will not learn how to balance your life, if you will not learn how to, enjoy your life, love versus money, your responsibilities versus your love life, then it's going to take some time before you can really find the right one. Okay? You need to learn how to divide your time and manage your time. Now, this was your past issue. When you made this new beginnings, or when you started out this whole thing, you were on your own. And you were just practically like nobody helped you. Nobody helped you up. You picked yourself up. That's why it's so hard for you to even have 1 week or 1 month of a vacation or 1 month of break. And even if you're in a break, you're still working. You still get in touch with your boss. You still get in touch with your secretary, with your colleagues, and something like that, with your assistant. You're still working. You can't help not to cut yourself off from responsibilities and work. And even when you're sleeping, you're still working. Your mind keeps on, rolling. It's so hard for you to really shut down. So, it is because of the things that you have gone through in the past. Now, the good thing about you, Capricorn, is that even when people try to strip you off with whatever you have right now, you can always start to zero and then pick yourself up and rise. But you know that foundation is really hard earned. That during the time that you were starting, you can't really expect anybody to help you. Your friends are gone, relatives are busy, your family doesn't even believe in you, your parents doesn't even support you. You were on your own. And now that you're already established, these people slowly come, one by one. And all of a sudden you were like somebody. to them. Okay, that's why it's so hard for you to really let go of your work, of your responsibilities, and everything that preoccupies you right now. Now, the past blockage was you've gone through a big transition, and it's okay because you have managed to be successful anyway. And the thing here is you feel so alone right now. So sometimes you go and ponder and ask yourself, what is the good or what is the use of having a lot of money, having a very big house, having several cars, if I don't have a family? I don't have any children to share it with. I don't have any children to raise, or even if you already have your own children, but you don't have any spouse, or you can't seem to find the right one. Somebody who can accept you for who you are, and somebody who can accept the people that you also love. Now these are your other issues. Okay, your clarifications. You need to balance your work. You need to balance your life. Spend some time with your friends, spend some time with your children, spend some time with your family or your relatives. Spend some time for yourself. Okay? Go and take a bit of a vacation. Turn off your phone, no internet, and you can carry your laptop with you, but don't spend too much on it. You know, you need to enjoy life a little bit, okay? Because you're already established. Money comes to you so fast, and it's like most of your wishes right now are slowly coming true. Which is, you can buy the cars that you want, you can afford the house that you want, and some of you are actually thinking of buying a new boat. But at this point, what's the point of having those? Or what's the point of having, let's say, for example, you want to buy a boat. What's the point of having a boat if you don't want to keep on sailing, if you don't want to sail for a little bit? Right? It's just for display, or just for the sake of ownership. So, let's take a look what you actually need to learn. What you need to learn about love. What you need to learn about life. What you need to learn about your dreams and ambitions. You know what you need to learn about love is that when you're already with somebody, or when you're, let's say for example, you're already married, okay, or you want to get married, the fun and excitement and the happiness should continue, like every day, regardless of how many years you've been. And you also need to learn how to communicate, because sometimes, like what I said, okay, you're always busy, you're always not available. It's like you even have your own office inside your home. So even when you're at home, you're still working. Even when you're about to sleep, you still have, some documents in your hands, and you're still checking and checking and checking. Even when you're in the bathroom, okay, or even when you're, like that. You need to allow some time, and you need to spend some time, or to even prioritize quality time with your family, with your spouse, and with the people who's actually with you. Because it's like you're there, but you're not actually there. And these are mostly the complaints of your previous relationships, that you're always busy, you're not really, you're too complicated. It's like they have to make an appointment to your secretary, or to your assistant, for you to spend time with them, or for you to have dinner with them, for you to have lunch, for you to go out on a vacation. And it's like they can't always talk to you. They value your advice, they value your ideas, your insights, because the thing here is when you actually sit down with somebody or with your, let's say, for example, relative or child or spouse, when you give them the advice, it is really, like it is really the right thing that they really needed to hear because you're not biased. But in a relationship, you should learn how to communicate and you should actually learn how to, because you have the tendency to shut down. When you feel like it's so nonsense to, like it's there's no use, if you will be like if you'll be talking to somebody who doesn't even listen. Because one thing that you cannot really tolerate are those people who have a lot of issues. Those people who are so stubborn, selfish, self-absorbed, and self-serving. So it's like I don't really have time for this drama. I've got a lot of things to do. You go and figure out whatever that actually serves you, or you go and figure out whatever makes you happy. You need me? I'm just here. When you need something, say it. Instead of throwing some tantrums and dramas and then let me guess whatever it is that's been like irking you. So, find some time to communicate with your partner and you will have a long lasting relationship. Okay? And do not hold back whatever that's been inside of you. Try to express it in some ways. If the other person doesn't want to talk to you, write a letter. Well, handwritten letter. Not the typewritten one, and then you would just print it in a printer. No, it better if it's actually handwritten, because you can actually exert your energy through that, and then your partner can somehow feel like, oh, like this is how he really feels, or this is how she really feels. Because sometimes writing a letter is much more effective to communicate without fighting. Because sometimes when there is something that we want to extend, when we want to say, when we want to express, wrong words came out, or the wrong expression, or the wrong gesture. Okay? So, I feel like, especially especially that we're still in the post shadow phase of the retrograde, so try to hold your tongue, because you have a very long patience, you have long tolerance, but when you really say something, it's like oof, like it's gonna hit the target, it's gonna be bullseye. That is when you actually explode. And what you need to learn about life, sometimes even if you're hanging on the edge, even if you know that the situation is very risky and it's kind of a little bit dubious as well, well, you're not really the kind of person who surrenders and who stops, but you rest. But what you actually need to learn about life is sometimes you need to take the risk. You can't always stay on the safe side and like let the time pass you by. Sometimes you also need to like walk in the edge and enjoy the view, even if it's dangerous, because who knows, it might not be as dangerous as you think it is, because you're not yet looking. You're always after the security of the situation, or you always want assurance. But in life, if you're not going to be taking the risk, nothing is going to be happening to you. And you always fall, or you always stumble upon people who are either they're covert narcissists, or they're liars, sociopaths, or they're just pathological liars. Okay? Because they can see the strength in you, they can see the reliability in you, and they can always see that you have such an open heart, and you're open to to other people to help to. That's why some people take advantage of you. All right? Which is, that's not really a bad thing, but then sometimes you being so nice is also a bad thing. Because even though you already have your first intuition and first impression about somebody, you still go on because you don't want to be rude. All right? while the other people or that person doesn't really care about how they will be behaving in front of you. Okay, but you actually know how to revert back. If the other person is rude, then you'll be rude to them. You will give them their own dose of medicine in a way. Now, what you need to learn about your ambitions right now and your dreams and goals, you need to heal from the past that you have already lost. And the thing here is, all of those things that you have gone through. Sometimes you learn from your past mistakes, but sometimes you still keep on doing them. Okay, because you thought that, oh, that's already done. That has already passed, and maybe this time is already different. But whatever happened in the past, that actually occurred in your life for you to learn from it, not for you to keep on repeating it. And again, you have to learn how to balance your thinking and your logics. If there is something that you feel like needs some strong discipline, you're good at it. But sometimes you just let the indulgence eat you up. Okay? So you need to heal from the past. Okay? You also need to learn from it. It's not really going to happen in a way that, like it just copied itself or it just recycled itself. But when there is something that already occurred in the past, know that it is actually the lesson that is presenting itself and not the memories. Okay? So, and if there are some things that you have already lost, think of it. Like, why do you think you have lost it? What did you actually do first and after? And what did come after that? All right? So it needs some rigorous analysis for you to keep on moving and for you to stop being so afraid. Now let's take a look. What are your greatest strengths and weakness? Speeches and speaking. I like what I said, that when you actually sit down and talk to some people, give your advices, give your insights, it is really, like bullseye. Now, this is your weakness. Actually, let's pull out a clarification on this. Okay. Now, this is your current strength. Speeches and speaking. You have important messages to deliver that can help others. And with the following cards, the motivation, gratitude, and nurture yourself. Now, the speeches and speaking, you have the gift of oration. Okay, you can inspire people, you can teach people, you can influence people, because you're naturally a person that is gifted with wisdom. Okay, and patience and virtue, and you're an old soul. Okay, so you know how it is to go through those pain and to go through those situations, and you know how to climb your way up. So you want to educate, or you want to teach other people on how to go through those things with much diligence and respect as well. So when you say something or when you speak to some people, you can definitely influence them. You're a good influencer. Okay? Now, how can you utilize it? Motivation. You can motivate people. You can tell them that, whatever it is that you have gone through in the past, whether it's good or bad, especially if you have gone through hardships, turn it into a stepping stone. Okay? Because it's not always, life will not always be cruel like that. And that is what you actually need to inspire other people. Motivate them. Okay? Pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on this project. Some of you can actually take a different career path being an influencer or being a speaker, being a teacher, being a mentor or a life coach, because you have that depth in your soul and in your wisdom and in your personality. Okay? Now, where will it be leading you? You will be very thankful with all the things that will be coming your way. People that you have helped out will be coming back to you and will be telling you that, oh, this is what actually happened to me because of you, because of what you have taught me. I am now more successful of this and that, this and that. So you will be very happy that you have led people to the right path, to the right course, and to the right, you know, destiny and journey. So you will be grateful and be contented with whatever you have and the things that you will soon be engaging in. Now, things that you need to develop, nurture yourself. You've been working and working and working that even though you already have, you're already sick or you're not really feeling well, or your body needs some sort of rest, you're still working. You need to love yourself and take care of yourself because that is the only thing that you actually have. Well, aside from all the aside from the material stuff that you have, but your body is what you actually need for you to get going. So take care of that. Now, this is your current weakness, detox time. Release toxins from your body, mind, and diet. Well, diet and mind. Yeah. But you also need to detox mentally because you're so stressed out when it comes to a lot of things. And like what I said, that your mind doesn't know how to stop. It's like a clock that keeps on going and going and going and going. Even if you try to shut it out, even if you try to sleep, you can still see it in your dreams. Okay? You need to detox and you need to take a little breather. Okay? So how can it help you to overcome it? Agent or manager, you need somebody to work with. You need somebody who can manage the things that you're managing. You also need somebody who can overlook the things that you need to leave behind for you to enjoy your time and for you to enjoy your R&R or your rest time. Okay? You need to work with somebody who have the same vision, same passion, and somebody is not going to betray you. Because one thing about Capricorns, you always have somebody that is so envious of you and always turns out to be your enemy. Now, this is your new direction, birthing to new ideas, which will lead to prosperity. Now, new life, such as a baby, an idea, happy news, or an exciting project, blossoms within and around you. And prosperity, your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. The thing about you is that you always opt for originality, that others follow you, and you always want to be a standout. You always think of original ideas that your competitors do copy. And that is why your boss loves you, your company loves you. And and in return, they give whatever it is that you want. So you have creative ideas. The ideas that you will be birthing, the ideas that you will be thinking about, it will be resulting into a much bigger venture. All right? Now, let's take a look. How will you find love? Well, it seems like you'll be meeting somebody who's already a mother, who already have a child, while you're traveling, and somebody who's older than you. Oh, but the problem here is somebody will try to retrieve you. Okay, Capricorn. You've gone through several betrayals in the past, but you're a very strong, enigmatic person. Okay? And then you're about to receive new love and guidance. While you're traveling, you'll be meeting somebody who's older than you, and somebody's already a mother or a single parent. It could be a mother or a father. Okay? And this person is the one who will be coming to you and will be wooing you or will be offering their cup of love. However, there is somebody from the past, which is a fire sign, that's been like thinking constantly about you. And I feel like this is, somebody who knows you so well or somebody that you consider as your soulmate. And they're going to try and fight for you. Okay, so this too will be playing tug of war and you're the trophy. So... well, you're going to be in demand. Now, some of you will also be moving, and it seems like you're going to be a little bit disappointed, with it, because let's see. There are some financial issues that will be more of nuisance for you, but then you will be putting a solution to this. Okay, you will be creating a solution and an idea that you will be pouring in, and you will be resolving this conflict. Looks like you'll be buying a house with an issue, okay, or you'll be moving to a house with a lot of issues, or there will be an issue to the owner. All right. So what's gonna happen to the tug of war between these two? Who's gonna win? Let's take a look. This is actually a little bit exciting and a little bit different. Well, I don't feel like the air sign or this, oh. Well, you're still going to be choosing the one from the past. The thing here is, it looks like this is an air sign. Okay, the one that you'll be meeting soon. Which is somebody who already have a child or who already have a children. And they're the one who's going to try and woo you. But then you feel like, I'm not really into that kind of thing. And... you feel like the air sign is, it's like it needs some more time to pound and to get to know them, to spend more time with them, knowing that they're also in a different place. So there needs to be some changes, or there needs to be some adjustments that needs to be done. So I feel like you're still going to be giving chance to this person from the past. Okay? Which is very unusual. And this is what actually, this is what I've actually advised you. That you need to learn from your past mistakes. And especially that there has been somebody in the past that has already hurted you and betrayed you. Okay? If you would just keep on accepting same person that hurted you in the past, then, it's like you're just pulling the sword in your chest and you're the one who keeps on stabbing yourself. Just like that. So, it's up to you. Because it seems like you're the one who's going to be getting a stone that you'll be pounding yourself or pounding your head in. Anyway, let's take a look at your priorities right now. The thing here is, it's actually hard to deny if you have some soul connection with a person, even though it's like a karmic connection. But with the air sign, I feel like there is a potential. And there is, there's like long-lasting effect, or there's like a possibility of being happy and taking care of you. But if you already have your own child, it's okay. But if this person, or if you don't have one and you're completely single and this person already have 2 or 3 or more, then you feel like it's going to be like really difficult. Okay? Since that I feel like some of you are not really into children. Okay. Let's take a look. What are your priorities right now? Indulgence. Relaxing. Okay. Oh, sorry. Protect yourself a little bit, and you need to, like close your door for a little while just for you to enjoy your me time. And here are your other priorities. Some of you will be moving to a bigger city. All right. Looks like you need to indulge a little bit. You need to have some more time. You need to pamper yourself. Go to a spa or go to an island where you can be just by yourself, that all you'll do day and night is just to sleep, read books, watch TV, play some video games. Well, go away from the internet, because if you're going to be near the internet and near your laptop, then you will just keep on checking your mails, answering your colleagues, your clients, and whatsoever. It's still the same, But for you, mostly Capricorns, for them, that is the type of vacation, their idea of having a vacation. Now, you should prioritize yourself. What's currently blocking you is that you keep on, sometimes when you have an idea, you just keep on going and going and going and going. It's like your energizer, you just keep on going and going and going. So you need to learn how to relax, and you need to, not really turn off, but mostly you just need to, have a little bit of self-discipline. Okay, and like what I said, manage your time carefully and wisely. Now, the things that you need to change: being too much on your own. You're independent, you're very strong-willed, and you're more comfortable being on your own. In fact, that you don't really feel comfortable partnering with someone else, because you know that you can just do the things that you really want them to do. So you also need to learn how to blend in, because it actually came out with the your greatest strength and weakness. You need to learn how to work with somebody, or there needs to be someone who will share the same passion and who will have the same kind of concern. You need to work with somebody who's almost like you, for you to leave your job and for you to leave someone to take over it. All right. Now, the things that you need to accept: you're walling yourself up too much away from other people, because you feel like you don't have time to socialize, you don't have time to hang around with your friends, you don't even have time to, to be happy or to have some fun. Well, you know how to have some fun, but it is through traveling. But while you're traveling, you're still working. And the type of people or the type of friends that you usually attract are those friends that that they value indulgence more than responsibilities, and you're a little bit different. So sometimes you would rather be on your own, stay in your cabin, or stay inside your or stay in a cabin right in the middle of the woods, and just enjoy the silence, or enjoy your me time. But right now, all you need is having some friends around you, having some people who can make you laugh, who can, share your jokes with, your wicked jokes and your sarcasm, you know? Because this is, having your friends around you can also relieve stress, can also make you forget about the things that's been hurting you, can also make you forget some of the things that's been like making you feel so frustrated. All right, especially when you have problems, because you're the type of a person who needs constant venting out. Okay, or somebody that you can talk to, because right after venting out whatever that's inside of you, you're going to feel better. Now, how will it progress? Well, it's not actually gonna progress, but you will be feeling a little bit stagnated because you're refusing to have a vacation. You're burned out. You need to have some time for yourself. And how will it progress? It's not, because if you can actually see this person, this woman is trying to write a few things, trying to draw some plans, trying to create some new ideas, trying to draft something. But with all of the papers that she's been tossing, it means that she cannot really get the right words. It means that she cannot really get the right structure because she's already blocked and she's still refusing to give up. Well, not really give up totally, but just to have some rest. Okay? Now, these are your other priorities. Try to have long walk, even if it's like walking the park. If you can't really afford to go on a vacation right now, and then try to meditate to remove the blockage in your chakra. And don't forget to have some fun. Okay? Oh, try to have some fun in your own, in your own way. If that is, whatever it is that's your idea of having fun, then take some break. Okay, take a little break at this point. All right? Because you're too tired and you know that you need some rest for yourself. Otherwise, it's going to be really bad for your health, and you know it. So, anyway, that's it for you for this retrograde Capricorn. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone or live on the calls, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.